Hi, I'm Roland Svensson, living here in Norway. I'm a Swedish guy. I'm a physical therapist, educated in Netherlands in the late 80s. And since then I've been running my own practice here in Norway. And since 1992-93 I come across this Norwegian product, a new Skanlab, also called Tekar Pulse in Netherlands and the rest of the world. That was a new approach for me working as a physical therapist, because I see a big benefit of using that machine compared to a lot of other machines. My background is, in first instance, physical therapist, and I've been working as a teacher for the two of the physical therapy universities here in Norway. I've also been educating and teaching and giving courses all over the world through the years, especially then in how to use Skanlab or Tekar Pulse. So, what is the benefit of using this machine? It's a machine creating heat and a thermic effect in the deeper layer tissues. That means that you are able to reach more down to the problems, and you can reach down to the capsule, through the muscles, in the muscles, treating ligament and several other structures that is not so easy to reach to with other kind of machines or even with your hands. Using the Skanlab gave me a new tool which gave me the possibility to kind of decrease the rehabilitation time and also get patients quickly back to work again. Compared to other tools and equipment, I think this is one of the best tools we ever had in our assortment or our toolbox as a physical therapist. We're speaking about thermic effects, we're speaking of pain relief, we're speaking of increased elasticity, and also as a preventive treatment for weak links on the patients. So, what is and how is the Skanlab, the Tekar Pulse, working? It's a high frequency electricity, alternating electricity field. It's working with a frequency of 500 kilohertz, 0.5 megahertz, with a wavelength of 600 meters. Those numbers tells us that it gives you big possibility to go really deep into the tissue with stimulation and create heat in the deeper layer of the tissue. The working mechanism of the machine is working with what we call a capacitive field. It means that we create an alternating electric field in the tissue, which makes the ions move back and forth, which creates some heat development in the different kind of tissue layers. And that is measurable and has been measurable for several researchers with the thermosensors in the muscles and down to the bone. The benefit of using it is really easy to use. It's preset diagnosis for the most common diagnosis on several parts of the body, and you don't really have to know too much to use it. But it's really important to use it in the correct way, because if you don't use it in the correct way, you can not hurt the patient, but you can get a bad side effect out of it. But we're going to walk you through this later on and let you see how it's supposed and what is the best way to use it, in my opinion, with my experience. And we are here now today in my own clinic, and I have a crew here to make some shots, and we're gonna have a person who's willing to kind of offer his body for make several demonstrations for this. So I'm going to introduce you to all the components on the machine and how it works and how simple and it actually is to use. We have an on-off button on the hind of the machine. We pinch that on, and then we get up on display telling us this kind of pre-control of itself, the machine, and it's telling us that's a Skanlab or a Tekar vet machine, or Tekar Pulse. We can choose language. In this case we choose English, and then we get some pre-settings and contraindications, and after that we come to the body we're going to treat. Here we can choose different kind of parts of the body. For example, we can choose an elbow, and we get preset diagnosis, epicondylitis, I don't see pronator teres syndrome, and bursitis elbow, for as an example. And we take the epicondylitis, we pinch that once, and it pops pops up. Okay, we pinch okay. And we get the preset time and the dosage we give. After doing that, we have this treatment head, and we also have what we call a return electrode to kind of connect the alternating current, so we get the alternating current through the body of the patients. Always using this solid one, iron one or metal one, then we always have to put some treatment cream on that to get a good connection with this one wherever we put it on underneath the body on the patient. We have a choice to change this one into a rubber electrode, just with a take it off and put it on, and we also have to put some cream on this one to get a good connection, and the patient can lay on this one, or we can strap it to an arm or a leg or whatever you choose. So those choices we have to have for a return electrode. The treatment head has the on-off button on itself, so you don't have to go on the display. You can choose going on start here, or you can choose going on start head. Now the machine started, but we can start it on the machine, on the handheld treatment head as well. And we can also decrease and increase the intensity on the display by pinching minus or plus, or we can do it on minus or plus on the treatment head. I mostly use the treatment head, but you don't look too much on the machine. You have a communication with the patient, and you regulate it while working on the patient with the treatment head. Working with this head is a slow circle movements on the most painful spot, but also in the area next to it. Kind of open the area and get a reflow from metabolites and get a better circulation. So I'm going to let you show how it's used in practice as well with different kind of patients and patients' diagnosis.